Welcome to My Appalachian Home. Each week we journey into the heart of Appalachia. Its stories, its music, its people, and its traditions. From the front porch to the winding back roads, I'll share the rich tapestry of life of this one-of-a-kind region that I call home. Settle in and discover the spirit of Appalachia, one story at a time. Hey folks, it feels good just sitting on the porch with a good friend. And a breeze. Right, Albert?
Right.
Albert Dollarhide. This is one of my long-lost relatives, but a man I wish I had met a long time ago. How are you, sir?
I'm fine.
You all right?
Yeah.
You're doing good, ain't you?
Right.
How old are you now?
84.
84 years young. Just imagine. Well, we have, me and my brother went up on the hill there to the family cemetery and found some really cool stuff. Of course, we went to Loretta, Lynn's house earlier today, and thank God we found out that we were related to you guys. And grandfather decided that he wanted to change our name to Dollar way back when, but our name was actually Dollarhide for a lot of years. And let's talk about some of the Dollarhide family that we saw up there.
Before we go too far,
Okay, good. He's spunky for 84.
I got quite a few knots on my head in school.
Why is that?
We were the only family there with that last name.
Oh, man.
And they could twist it any which way but loose. And I don't know why, but I would jump right in it.
I understand. You sound just like my grandfather, man. I'll tell you what now. Let's talk about Baby Lee Dollarhide. Died September the 11th of 1943. Now, how does that person relate to you?
He's the baby brother of mine.
Okay.
And Uncle Lee named him just before he got killed.
Oh, wow. We'll get to Lee Dollarhide in just a moment. Wow. That's amazing. Mabel Dollarhide.
Mabel's the first, Mabel was the first cousin.
Really?
She died very young, about 7 or 9 years old, I believe.
Yeah, I didn't pull the 1942. Yeah, 38 to 42. It was the
For Mabel?
Yeah.
Okay. It's hard to remember. I didn't get to know her that well.
Yeah, exactly.
But I do know that she was a cousin.
All right, now this is one that really got me, okay? Because I almost fell over, physically fell over up there. Richard Dollarhide, okay? That's scary. Am I seeing the future or what's going on? What's going on, man? 1892 to 1957.
Yeah.
Who is Richard Dollarhide?
Richard Dollarhide was my father's brother.
Wow, so it's your uncle.
My uncle. And ever since I've been born, Uncle Rich he wasn't paralyzed, but he had what the old timers called a St. Vitus dance.
Ah, okay.
And then some people called it a Hodgkin's disease.
All right, Hodgkin's disease. Okay, that makes sense. Is that finally what happened with
That's
him?
what killed him, yeah.
Okay.
My grandmother was way up in the years, and they lived right beside each other. And she would go over there and see to his needs.
Yeah.
And Uncle Rich died. It was 1977 or 57. And a week later, my grandmother died.
Wow.
Because he had been with her so long.
Yeah, I can imagine. It'd be tough to do without somebody like that you've been with for so long.
I'm thinking it was in February.
It's possible. Now, we want to talk about Lee Dollarhide, okay? Lee Dollarhide was brought up to my attention years ago. When Coal Miner's Daughter came out, in the movie, Sissy Spacek and Tommy Lee Jones were on the front porch of the cabin, which we've also visited this morning. And I remember him saying to her, "Hey, where's all the smoke coming from?" or something to that effect. And she said, "Oh, that's old Lee Dollarhide. He's a local moonshiner." So that explains a lot.
He had a still at one time above Grandma's house.
Oh, really?
Good cool water spring running through there.
Oh man, that's a perfect place to put him. Yeah.
Well, now Uncle Lee,
Not that I know.
if I can get it right here, he was, I think, about 14 years old when my grandfather died.
Wow. Now, what happened to Lee Dollarhide?
Oh, he was killed
Okay.
for raiding moonshine steals.
Mm-hmm.
He couldn't make it past the way he was selling it.
Wow.
So he went over across the hill. You know where you went up to the graveyard?
Yes, sir.
Go on up across the hill there, over at a place called Greasy Creek.
Greasy Creek. Okay.
And one of Dad's cousins, first cousin, was one of them that found him.
Mm-hmm.
Now I did know the other person, but I can't remember.
Yeah.
Donnie, the guy that brought you down that.
Oh yeah.
Okay. His father told me one time that he took a mule back there and brought him off.
Wow.
Now he's dead now.
Yeah. See, now this is a cool place to live. You know, when the neighbors honk at you, and they don't give you the one finger salute. They're just, "Hey, how are you?"
Yeah. When I'm sitting on the porch, I mean it's beautiful, you know.
Honk after honk, ain't
But
it?
I appreciate it.
Yes. Well, there's a lot more Dollarhides up there, but I'm telling you, if I would have stayed up there all day, we would have been here for at least 3 hours. It's something amazing up there.
Yeah.
But it's really satisfying to know that we have such good relatives and to know our finally what our heritage is. You
Well,
know? You know what I'm saying?
if you'd have been in law enforcement,
That'd have been different.
He was alive now. He broke out of jail one time.
I heard this.
And the sheriff, he was a young man at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And when I first bought this house, he lived down the road. Of course, he was old then.
Mm-hmm.
His name was Wince Trimble.
Ah.
And, of course, he'd been retired for a long time.
Yeah.
Back then, he was the one they called the high sheriff.
Okay. Thought a lot of himself, didn't he?
Yeah. But if you go down the road, down this loop here,
Mm-hmm.
it's the last house down on the left.
Mm-hmm.
It's where he lived in.
Yeah.
But I don't know how long it took him. I'm going to tell you a few things about Lee
Go right ahead.
that I heard.
Yeah.
My father telling me and his cousins.
Mm-hmm.
They portrayed him in that movie
Mm-hmm.
like a bum.
Yeah.
But now he was a dapper.
I bet.
He was, because he didn't buy clothes.
Mm-hmm.
He went and stole them.
Oh, God.
See, my great-grandfather was with the Confederate Army.
Mm-hmm.
And he came in. The Confederate Army brought him a few acres of ground over at a place called White House, Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
And they would raid the warehouses around Paintsville, Johnson County.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a big keychain that would fit about any lock around.
Wow.
So when my great-grandfather died, Lee took his keys, and he just helped himself to everything. In a way, in my way of looking at Uncle Lee, when he was younger, he was just a juvenile delinquent. He was in a reform school, I think, before he was 16 years old. And they've got a penitentiary down toward Ashland, Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
He spent time in there.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times he was locked up.
You know what? That's such a romantic way to look at life. You know what I'm saying? Or you kind of know what I mean. I see him as almost a Robin Hood.
Yeah.
Kind of
well,
thing.
that's something else.
You know.
That's something else. And I think the reason he done this was if the law started looking for him,
Mm-hmm.
the people he knew would hide him.
Yeah, exactly.
So he'd break into grocery stores and stuff, take food, and give to them. But he was trying to stay in good terms.
Exactly.
Loretta Lynn's family was a big giver.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard that. You know.
Yeah, he did.
It's amazing to me the life in this little town was, you know, you had your really crazy cast of characters. You had guys like Lee Dollarhide that was doing what he was doing. You know, you had people here just living, trying to raise a family. You know, and everybody was just doing what they were doing, and it was just life. But him being the way he is, I mean, he got some negative press there a little bit, but you know, I'm all for him. I'd get him out of jail anytime he wanted, you know.
If Uncle Lee had an automobile, he would have been a terror.
Oh gosh, I bet.
But most of his things that he done was in this Johnson County area. I don't know that he broke into any stores in Paintsville. I know he was in some warehouses over there. But you know, all these little general stores, they sold clothes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Then Loretta put it into her book in a movie. And he broke into one store and changed clothes in there and left his hat
Oh no.
with his name in it, but that's not true.
Oh, it's not true? Okay, that's good.
That's not true.
I think he was a little smarter than that, to be honest.
Now Loretta, really, I thought the world of her. But they had to add something to the book,
Well,
right?
sure, yeah.
Color it up, you know.
Exactly.
But now, Loretta's was only 10 years older than me, maybe 11. I remember when they got married.
Yeah.
Before we went up north. I remember the Jeep Doolittle had. And he was a crazy fool then. But the story about the Red Dog Hill,
Yeah. Never happened.
now, if you did, I don't know anything about it.
Sometimes that's the best way to be.
But he
I was not a witness to that, sir.
wasn't afraid of much, that's for sure.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that. But well, I'm just tickled to death, man. I'm glad I got to meet you. You're
Same here, Rick.
you're a good man, and we're gonna be praying for you.
Oh,
Okay?
Yes.
We want everything to be good for you.
I need the prayer.
Yes, you
And
do.
I'll keep you in mind.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I wish there's more I could tell you, Rick.
That's all right.
But I can understand, I truly can, why your grandfather wanted to change his name. And I'll tell you, they could twist that every which way but loose.
That's right.
All penny skinned.
Oh my
All
gosh.
kind of names like that.
Great grandfather Troy. God bless him. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Well, folks, I've been sitting here with my old buddy, Albert Dollarhide, my new best friend, and the guy that knows just about everything that goes on in these parts. you know? Thanks for riding shotgun with us this week on My Appalachian Home. Remember, life is what you make of it. We'll see you soon.